Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be reviewing Great Beginnings Vendor Fair. Let's get into it. So Great Beginnings is a local preschool in Leesburg, Virginia. The event organizer is Heather. She is so wonderful to work with. I really appreciate her kindness and that, when something goes wrong, she is flexible about it, and I appreciate that. I have worked with her for multiple years. I've done the show multiple times, and I really enjoy going there. Granted, you're not going to make $1,000 doing this show because it is a smaller show, but I feel like it's such a positive show. It's such a positive atmosphere, and also I've made sales every single time, so I think it's great. I absolutely love it, and will be back every single year that I can. I had a major issue this time, and I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I cannot imagine if this happened and I was dealing with that mean lady at that other place, if you know what I'm talking about. So I went to go leave for the show, and my tire pressure was low, and I was like, oh crap, go to fill it up. Yeah, there's a giant nail in my tire. So thankfully, my amazing mother was able to meet me at Costco and we could get the tire repaired, and she took me to the show. But otherwise, I would have been absolutely screwed. I would not have been able to go to the show. My car would have, the tire gone flat, and I would have had to get a tow truck, and it just would have been an absolute nightmare. Or I would have had to just sit at Costco the whole time because it took them 2 to 3 hours to do a flat tire, or not flat tire. What is the word? The patching the tire. So yeah, that was a nightmare, but was able to get it fixed, showed up at the show. The show started at 6 o'clock, rolled up at 5:45, and was done setting up at 5:55. So yeah, and Heather's like, oh my God, I cannot believe you made it, da 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 da. Because I sent her an email hey, I don't know if I'm gonna get there on time. There's a nail in my tire. So yeah. So yeah, that was an absolute mess, and I'm so glad that she was flexible and she was okay with me rolling up late. There's some event hosts that would not let you roll up late. Granted, she already had the table, she already had the chairs. All I'm rolling up with is my cart with 2 bins and my 2 displays. That's all I had. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't really have that much stuff. And because I'm prepared and organized, and I already did my table earlier that day, I did a mock table. I knew exactly where I wanted things. I had the photo. I pulled up the photo on my phone and boom, put all the stuff where it belonged. And that's how I was able to set up so fast. Yeah, so that could have been a lot worse. Was able to get it repaired and was able to then go get the keys, and now we're fine. And it only cost $15 versus $250 if I had to get a new tire. So yay, adulting's a lot of fun. But anyways, so the pros and cons of this show. So the first pro is that it is such a positive environment. The customers are so positive. Heather is so positive. It's a great atmosphere. Love the positivity. Love the happy atmosphere. The second pro is that she's got music going. She has a little speaker and she's playing Christmas music. So I really appreciate that for when it's slower, that you can't hear a pin drop across the way. The last pro is that it's easy. She's got the tables, she's got the chairs. You pay $40 and you just roll up with your stuff. So it's really not that complicated. And the show is only 6 hours of showtime. It's 6 p.m. to 8:30 on Wednesday and 9 a.m. to 12:30 on Thursday. So Wednesday is anyone can come, it's the parents, it's the kids, it's the grandparents. On Thursday morning, it's when they're doing drop off and pick up at the preschool. So the past couple of years, the morning has been busier than the evening, but this year it was definitely a lot slower customer wise in the morning. I don't know exactly why, but there was way less customers walking around this year in the morning. I don't really have any cons. Heather does a great job. It's a great show, so I really don't have any cons that I can think of. Okay, so Wednesday was 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. My goal, because the show cost $40, my goal was $100, $50 each time. And on Wednesday, I sold 25 jar openers and 1 reusable towel. So that's $150 in jar openers and $16 in reusable towels. So a total of $150 in sales. My first 2 orders were 2 9 sets of jar openers. Those were $50 each. So I made my goal for both days right in those first 2 orders. The average sale, I only had 5 sales. The average sale was $33.20. So I did absolutely fantastic that night. Thursday morning was 3.5 hours, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And then I did 9 jar openers, which is $54, 2 reusable towels, $32, and then 1 tissue pouch, which is $6. That's a total of $88 in sales. 7 sales, $13.14 was the average. So overall, did 34 jar openers at $204, 3 reusable towel sets for $48, and one tissue pouch for $6. So total sales of $238, 12 sales, $21.50 average. So I more than doubled what my goal was. So I am very impressed. I didn't look up what my previous sales were there. So if I pull that up, I can have it on the screen for you. But I think it was a great show. I definitely look forward to doing it again next year. I recognized a couple people, but some of the people that I like normally connect with that were there, that are normally there, were not there this year. One person I was really impressed with was this booth with birdhouses. And on Wednesday night, I'm talking to the woman running the booth, right? And she's like, oh, it's actually my son who does this and that. And I think it's so impressive. So I'm asking like, oh, how do you get the birdseed to fit, adhere to the birdhouse? She's like, oh, well, he has this own blend that he made and like this and that. I'm like, oh my gosh, he needs to patent that. Like, how old is he? He's 16. This kid started this when he was 14 years old. So let me show you the birdhouse that I got. Oh my God, like so impressive. So this was $35. He had little birdhouses that were $10, and then there was $25, $35, and $50. And I'm like, dude, you need to go to Dulles. Like, you are so impressive. This is awesome. He's working on a patent. He wrote a book. Like, I was blown away. And so I waited till Thursday to buy it so I could talk to him. And I was just like, I'm so impressed. Like, this is so cool. So here's his information. It's not really showing up. I'll just take a picture and submit it, but so impressive. Hopefully this doesn't make a mess in my office. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna take it all the way out of the bag, but I'm just gonna make it so you guys can see. Oh my God, there's seeds going everywhere. And like, he makes his own seed blend too. I was so impressed by this kid. I was not doing all of this at 16 years old. Okay, I'm not gonna take it out of the bag because I don't want seeds all over my office. But, okay. So the front is like a dog paw print. This is for a gift. Oh shit. Okay. And it has like where you hang it. I was so impressed. And like, there's little decorations on it. There's a little present on the front. And it only lasts 4 weeks or 4 months or something like that. 4 weeks or 4 months. Because I was like, oh, can he like prep a bunch in like January or February? And she's like, no, because it's like a perishable item that you have to use up. And what's cool is that since he paints the birdhouses, once the birds eat all the seeds, you can either reseed it or you can just let it be because it's painted underneath. So I don't know. I was so blown away by, he's not making the birdhouses, like the wood part, but I thought it was so impressive that like he's doing all this at 16 years old, going to all these shows. So definitely check him out. I'll have his information down below. I was impressed, but I thought this was really cool. Anyways, that's the only thing that I bought. There was about 12 vendors, I think, because there was like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, I say there's 12 vendors. One person didn't show up, and 2 of them packed up at the night. So they only did Wednesday. They didn't do Thursday morning. So anyways, I think that it was a good show. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it next year if I'm able to. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.